Hi, welcome to Beer 30. I'm Greg.
I'm Josh.
Today we're going to give our end-of-year review of 2014.
So we're going to try to narrow it down, our top 5 beers that we had. We haven't shown each other our list, but we're going to try to come up with our top 5 favorites that we had in 2014. But we got a little beer to drink along with our probably long-winded review here.
Yeah, you may have seen a blooper reel. We had trouble with the bottle opener with these, but because I broke off part of the glass here. Anyway, we're going to drink some Mudhouse Stout from the Springfield Brewing Company. I picked them up when I was out Branson/Springfield area. And anyway, we're just going to drink this while we're giving our top 5.
All right.
So we going to do the top 5?
Who's going to go first? So I guess we'll try to bring in a little photograph of the beer as we review it.
Okay.
We don't have them in front of us, obviously.
You wanna go first?
I'll go first, and
We're gonna start with 5.
Number 5.
And my list is off camera. Sorry.
My number 5. This one is one we had early in the year. I think it was in February. I should have wrote down the date, but it's from Odell Brewing, and it was called Runoff Red IPA. I really like that one a lot. As I recall, it was very piney, and it was something that we were. Was it a seasonal at the time, or is it? It is. Yeah, it's like a.
It's a seasonal.
What do they call that? The period of the year that's like in between the holidays and when spring starts. So it's kind of just available.
Probably out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my number 5.
Number 5. My number 5 is actually it was a special bottle brewed for a grocery store in St. Louis, Schnucks. It's called, it's from Four Hands. It's the Beer Mace Baltic Porter. I just remember it having so much flavor. It just was a delicious porter, and I hope they bring it back. They have with a couple of their other Schnucks ones. They brought back one of them already this year. So anyway, that's my number 5.
All right. Well, for number 4,
maybe I should mention some of these that we're mentioning. They're not like new for 2014. Right. Some may be, but they're all just ones that we've reviewed. So it may be something that is came out several years ago, but it was new to us. So there you go.
Right. And I was going to point out too. I think I didn't count up how many that you graded as an A, but I graded 13 beers, and we had it looked like 74 reviews in 2014, and out of 74, I rated 13 as an A. So I might have been a little bit aggressive on some of those A's. Looking back at my list, I was like, wow, I don't know if I haven't had it again since. Maybe I rated it a little high, but there's several on my list that I know I either was excited to have, I was disappointed I couldn't get them again if they were a special release, or they were beers that I've had over and over again since then. So as I work down the list, I'll kind of go through that. Number 4, and this one is a brewery that I was pretty fond of all year. We had a couple of different beers from them. But it was Masked Bandit IPA from Piney River.
Piney River.
And that's in Missouri.
In the Ozarks.
In the Ozarks. So that looks like a really fun place to go. It looks like an old barn out in the middle of nowhere. Cool little brewery. We've had a couple of good beers from them, and kind of as an honorable mention while I'm on it, the Sweet Potato Ale is just missed my top 5. I graded it as a pretty high A. Greg, I think you graded it as like a B or B+. That was a really good beer.
Yeah, it's good.
That was my number 4.
Okay, my number 4. Now, I've seen it for years on the shelf, and this was the first year that I've actually tried it, and it's become one of my favorite beers. It's from Left Hand Brewing. It's the Milk Stout Nitro. It just is an excellent stout beer. I think we recorded with Nicole when we drank that, and she always says she doesn't like stouts, but I think we've changed her this year to actually liking stouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's hands down my go-to stout now.
Right. Yeah, and that one's always available everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a really good beer, and it's probably high up there for me in 2014 too. I didn't put it in my top 5, but that is a really good beer.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me, and this is another one that goes along with what you were saying with the Baltic Porter. It was a special release for the 75th anniversary of Schnucks, the grocery store here in St. Louis area. And it's by Schlafly Brewing Company. It's Schnucks Anniversary IPA. That one was I think I bought that 2 or 3 times before it was unavailable, and it was a cream style IPA. So it was just very unique. It had the citrusy notes to it, but it was just real creamy, real smooth. Very low bitterness. It was just very unique. I don't think I've had another beer like it. So that's the one, like you said earlier, you'd like to see it come back again. And
yeah,
I thought that was a really good beer.
Hopefully they'll special release that again, and if there was enough following.
Right.
Okay, my number 3. I've been drinking this probably more than any beer that I've tried this year, and it was new for 2014, and it's from O'Fallon. It's Zeke's Pale Ale. It just is that perfect pale ale, the right amount of hoppiness, the drinkability. I mean, I'm surprised it's not in 12 packs. Actually, I don't think it is, but it's become a staple. And it's one that I think is, with your average beer drinker, they would enjoy it too. But yeah, it's definitely become one. If I just don't know what to drink, don't know what to stock the fridge with, I'll just grab one of those.
Right.
You know.
Right. It's a great summer beer.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, my number 2 is one that we had, and I actually had a lot of local stuff. This is really the only beer that's not from Missouri on my list, and I think this is from the Indianapolis area, because I believe your brother Jeff brought this back. But it's Notorious VIP from the People's Brewing Company. It's another black IPA. That beer was one that we were really surprised about. It had a really cool bottle because it had it was a play on Notorious B.I.G., the rapper. So we were very shocked because it was just very dark, jet black. And then we had it, we graded it as an A, and we kind of forgot about it. And surprisingly, they sat around in the Beer 30 beer fridge for a couple months. And we were like, it kind of kept getting overlooked as we were going through, and
we had so many new ones at the time. We wanted to try new, and I think that was just sitting in the back.
It sat around, and then we played a little game where we had the 6-packs, and we were trying to cleaning out the beer fridge episodes, and that one came along. I was like, wow, what the heck did this sit around for?
Yeah.
It should have been one that we consumed. I really like that one. I don't know. It's probably available somewhere. One of the bigger
People's. We'll post where it actually is from.
Yeah.
But it was good stuff. Okay, so what was that?
That was my number 2.
My number 2 was your number 5. It's from Odell Brewing. It's the Runoff Red IPA, and like you said, it was probably my favorite IPA of the year. It had the greatest citrus flavor. It had that just everything about it was just so good. I mean, a lot of these IPAs start tasting the same. That one definitely did. That stood up there as one of my favorites. And now that I think about it, it's that time of the year. I'm gonna go get some.
Look for that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're down to it. My number 1, drum roll.
Drum roll.
So you already mentioned this beer, and I kind of, I looked at my top 5, my list as beers again, that I really look forward to, that I've had multiple times since, or that I'm disappointed that I can't get again. And my number 1 has to be Zeke's Pale Ale from O'Fallon. I bought that beer so many times. It was like after we had it. It was one of those that O'Fallon, we weren't really too familiar with them at the time, and the Zeke's, the packaging, we have to show a picture of it. It's not, I wouldn't say it's overly inviting. It's not something that really stands out.
White with orange letters, that's all it
is. It's sort of generic, but then whenever we had it, it was like, wow, it is just a perfect blend of like you said, pale ale with that subtle hoppiness to it. And it's very drinkable. I know it's lower alcohol content. It's
very sensible.
Yeah, it's supposed to be their flagship beer now. So readily available all over around here, and I'll definitely I haven't had it in a little while, but it's definitely one that I would recommend everyone try.
All right. Well, my number one, it actually comes from Founders. It was probably the only one that I've rated an A+ this year, and it was the Breakfast Stout from Founders. I know this they have it out every year, but this was the first year that I've actually tried it, and that stuff is awesome. That is just a stout with so much flavor, and man, I just loved it. I think it's past its season right now, but definitely when that season comes around again, you need to pick some of that up. I highly recommend it. Good stuff.
Yeah, I was on the verge of putting that on my top 5 list too, but I know that it was one that we just, what did we have, a 4-pack? It came in a 4-pack.
Yeah.
So, and we only had the one, and we were pretty excited to get it and then review it, and then it was gone before we knew it.
And the one thing, it's pretty expensive too. So yeah. So, what else we got?
There we go. So
you want to talk about anything else?
Yeah, we had a really good year. As far as the YouTube channel here, we gained 86 subscribers. It's modest, but we've seen some growth, and
we're growing.
We're pretty happy about that. I was going to say for 2015, we're hoping to kind of venture out, maybe expand on some things that we did in 2014, like more visits to local breweries. We got so many here in the St. Louis area, and we visited 2 up and coming that we're really excited that'll eventually be in our area.
Yeah, not even open yet, so they'll be here soon.
Special thanks to Denny from Main and Mill. We shot a video there earlier this year, I think in May.
Yeah, we hope to see him again, maybe before it opens or even after.
Yeah, and then St. Genevieve Brewery, we talked to Micah there. We spent a great deal of time with him.
Yeah.
He was very gracious. St. Genevieve Brewery will be coming soon. That's going to be really exciting. And then special thanks to the guys at Rumors on Ice.
Yeah, they let us shoot a video there. We got Curtis, Dave, and Greg there that we had a good time with them filming that. Actually, the whole staff there at Rumors, very inviting. They were very friendly. We'll have to shoot another video there.
Yeah, and our buddy Mark, who was here for our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he works there too.
He works there, so it's we're looking forward to getting back there. And let's see what else we're going to do. 2015, trying to improve the Beer 30 pub here. A little better.
I think last year we got the bar at the shape it is now, and we're like, yeah, we'll work on it. I think we added this green screen. That was the one thing we've added.
But it's very it's very usable though. I mean, it's a great bar, and we've had 5 people at it, and we can fit so many more. I mean, there's room for plenty of people here at this bar. But let's see what else.
Hey, we want to start homebrewing, right?
Homebrewing, yeah.
We're gonna attempt that. Hopefully, we can talk to maybe the brew store owner. Talk to him. Maybe get some insight with grains and hops, and we'll get some of that information.
We'll learn a lot through that process.
Yeah.
Learn more about maybe we'll be able to start picking out some of those flavors that we don't necessarily have the refined palate for yet. So that's going to be pretty exciting because it's completely new to us. We're going to try to film everything.
We're going to try and film everything and show you our process, our ups and downs. I'm sure there'll be lots of both,
So, and we saw some pretty good growth on our Facebook page too. I think like 180, 200, somewhere in that range likes. So a lot of fun there. There's other content there that we try to keep up with as much as possible, more than just our videos.
We don't mention it very often. We just get an Instagram lately.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to, you can throw them 15-second videos up. Yeah. We've been kind of throwing up a 15-second review every once in a while when we just, we just want to throw something up there real quick.
Yeah.
Which those are always fun, trying to fit something in 15 seconds,
And we also have our website, beer30.tv. We don't talk about it too much, but that's kind of a one place where all of our content can be found in one location, and it's easy to find. Hopefully we'll try to expand on all of those things and it all grow, and looking forward to the year ahead.
Yep, definitely. So yeah, it's 2015, so maybe by October we'll be, you know, if all is right with Back to the Future 2, we'll be drinking some beers on some hoverboards, watching the Cubs in the World Series, I guess.
That's right.
It'd be a little weird to root for the Cubs, but anyway.
All right. Thank you to all of you who watched and supported us, and all of the comments and all the support.
Yep. Doing great. 2015.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're going to talk about the end of the year, 1982. 1982, Josh. What happened in 1982? The hell was I thinking?
We're going to start this over.
It is now 2015, so
we're a little bit behind on this, so maybe we're getting confused. You just broke the bottle.
That is different.
Anyway, we're going to have to do another take here.
Did glass go in the bottle?
It certainly isn't on the outside of the bottle.
Well, if I get...